We have to keep our country gay.
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh. I like having fun. Yes, I like to laugh.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is the final Super Tuesday of Office Hours Live. All month long, we've been broadcasting on the wonderful day of the week known by all as Tuesday. What's Tuesday in other languages? Call in and let me know. It's July 23rd, 10 a.m. on the West Coast. Hot as hell out here. And thank God we had averted crisis here this morning.
That's real hot.
As 2 minutes ago,
Weather's hot.
right before broadcast, Victor Berger went rushing out to his car because who was left in the car, Vic?
Is it still hot out there?
Miss Rosie the dog.
Miss Rosie the dog, abandoned by her owner, Victor the Berger, Victor
baked.
Berger the fourth, baking alive. Luckily, was saved at the last minute.
It's fine.
But
She didn't even
let's
know.
clarify, the windows were cracked.
They were cracked a little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
A lot of it. I care
Enough for
about
her
my
to
Rosie.
escape and get eaten by a coyote.
That's true. But she can outrun them.
So Rosie's with us. No guest. We're banning guests from office hours.
Too much heat.
Too much heat from the kitchen here.
Hot dog.
We do have a musical guest today, LOM. LOM.
I like to laugh when it's
And we
necessary.
were,
I have fun when I buy companies and buy companies.
Enjoying their sound check, and you're gonna so love them. You're gonna fall in love with their beautiful music. We're gonna get two songs from LOM, one at the break in the first half, and then we'll close out with another track from LOM on Verve Records.
Where my dogs at?
It's very summery.
Quiet!
One of my records means something.
It's good vibes.
Well, I'm psyched to be here, and I want to welcome my co-hosts. Behind me, to my right shoulder, the one and only, the legend, DJ Douggpound.
It's a good morning and a good morning.
Doug, you requested us sing more on the show the other day on the group chat.
Well, yeah, somebody sent me a beautiful clip of us all harmonizing together.
Oh, yeah.
I think we were singing like the national anthem
think it
before,
was.
like
Very
before the
patriotic.
game night.
4th
One
of
of the
July
game
kind
nights
of
we
thing,
sing.
yeah.
Speaking of
Speaking of game night,
game night, patrons only, correct? Patrons
Yes.
only. Patrons only game night this Friday.
sing it, Tim.
Game night.
Game night, it's
No,
gonna be right.
Make up a new song. Patrons only game night.
Patrons only game night. Friday night is game night.
Patrons only game night. It's like a Christmas hymn.
It is a Christmas
Take me
hymn.
to church.
Behind me
It's
on
a
my
Christmas
left
hymn.
is dog abuser Victor Berger the fourth.
What's up, everybody?
Get at me, dog.
Tim, I hope you're doing fantastic. Came up with
Right
this
here,
last
dog. We right here, dog.
Let's hear that fan.
minute. Hold on, let's hear it.
Where my
We're-
dogs at?
Oh, I lost my sound effect. Oh, well.
Dog.
All right, guys.
All right.
Here we go.
And Captain Carlin is here. We've got a full control room this morning, too. We've got Wes in there, of course, and Alicia. We've got Luke. And Luke, who's behind you? Can anyone guess?
We got Grandpa Dave.
Dave. Burba's in the house.
Howdy.
Luke's dad.
Luke's dad coming in from where, Dave?
Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona. Good to have you, Dave, and help yourself to the toilet if you need it. That toilet is right behind you. It's that tube. You can see that tube? You have to urinate upwards, and it doesn't work so well. And Alicia, you are on standby, officially on standby, because it seems like not a minute goes by in this wild world of ours where breaking news doesn't happen. So I want you manning the news wire. We have an actual old-fashioned AP news wire in there. It's right out of range. It's right behind Wes, on top of the fridge. And we get the newswire come in. That's how all the news breaks. So I want you manning the newswire. And if anything breaks, we're going to give that news to you because so much happening. We're going to not dwell on the news today, but I will say we will have a special guest. We will have a little special guest zooming in.
A surprise guest.
Well, it's not a surprise. I'm going to say exactly who it is. But before I do, a couple of items of business here to announce. Of course, my album Slipping Away, coming from Bloodshot Records. That's coming in October, but you can pre-order now. And the single Wells Running Dry is out on Spotify and Apple Music and Tidal and Deezer. Is Deezer somewhere people can listen? Amazon Music. Everybody can stream it. Everybody can play it at their barbecues. I want my barbecue back. And then some little news here. It's a little exciting. Thank you. I watched an interview with Rob Lowe came up on my Instagram or something. But
That's pretty cool.
he was talking about
Very cool.
being in the room when Mike Myers improvised as Fat Bastard. He improvised his baby back, and he said it was like he was in the presence of genius.
Cool.
It was a pretty good scene. He's like, I want that you look like a baby, remember?
Yeah, that is funny.
Fat Bastard was pretty good. I want to eat, get in my belly. Come on. They don't make comedies like that anymore. See what Mike Myers is up to on Netflix, that decathlon show, whatever it was.
Why don't you just make more Austin Powers? Who cares? Just make
all we want.
That's what we need.
Look how many James Bond movies there are. Make as many of those.
Exactly.
Tim,
Probably cost
remember
half the price.
didn't we go see that Mike Myers one?
The Love Guru.
The Guru.
We went there.
yeah.
We went to see The Love Guru as a goof.
Ended up loving it.
No.
It wasn't even bad enough to like make fun of.
Oh,
The
what's that?
Pentaveret.
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 Wait, who's that?
2022.
Oh, this is his new. This is his.
It's from
Couple years ago.
2022.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's great.
What's it called?
The Pentaveret.
Wow.
Yeah, real catchy
he's
title.
wearing. He has the Austin Powers
Rolls off the
glasses
tongue.
on.
He's playing everybody. He's
Oh,
pulling the
man.
full Eddie
It's
Murphy.
an Eddie Murphy situation.
All right.
Even the girl in the middle.
No, as you know, I travel and I work as an actor. You hear about it all the time. Hey, I can't talk about this right now, but I'm not in town because I'm acting. 2 movies announced officially today and yesterday, I believe, is the one David Gordon Green made a movie with Ben Stiller, starring Ben Stiller, called Nutcrackers, that your pal Tim Heidecker appears in as a cop. Imagine me playing a cop. You're going to want to run to the theaters for that. That's premiering at TIFF. Does anyone know what TIFF stands for, Matt?
I know.
Yes.
Tallahassee International Film Festival.
Toronto.
Toronto International Film Festival.
Yeah, I know. We know.
And then from Alex Ross Perry, huge project, long time coming, the official, I guess, documentary about Pavement, the band Pavement, who you know from our show exclusively.
We know them from cheating at tennis.
That's right.
That movie's coming with scenes throughout the documentary with these reenactments of Pavement and their record label, Matador Records. Me and Jason Schwartzman playing the heads of Matador Records. Are you off your...
Did someone forget and leave Hooray for Hollywood?
Oh no, we're talking Hollywood, so trying to set the scene here, set the stage.
That's coming to the... Vic, you'll be attending this on my behalf. That's at
really?
the Venice Film Festival in Venice, Italy.
I'll go. As long as I can afford the prices, the tickets.
Do all
and
these
everything.
directors need 3 names? Is that one of your stipulations if you work?
Well,
on
it's like a shooter. It's it's like
Right.
Harvey Lee Harvey Oswald. Harvey Lee. Why don't Jack Ruby get his middle name in there?
Yeah, what was
Well,
it?
he didn't shoot a president.
That's true.
Oh.
Do we have the middle
like Al
name
Capone.
of Crooks? What's his first name?
Timothy?
Timothy Iamma. His middle name is Iamma. Iamma?
I'm nada.
Well, no, was it Matthew? Crooks. Shoot.
Matthew
What's his
Crook.
name?
Matthew Iamma Crook.
Thomas Matthew Crooks. He is a three-namer.
Oh, got it.
Who's that now? Is that the Trump guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thomas Matthew Crooks.
Vic, let's hear that drop again.
The late, great Thomas
Well, it's a
Matthew
comment.
No, he's
Which
okay,
one?
get
It's
it.
a drop. It's a,
I'd like you to
I gotta
post an
figure out
official
where-
apology, and we're pausing.
Relive it.
We're now pausing all future projects with Captain
I
Carlin.
apologize for that hate speech.
But I am relieved now. We know what happened on that stage, that horrible day. No one's condoning what happened. We now have official confirmation from Dr. Ronnie Jackson. Dr. Ronnie Jackson wrote a letter telling us what happened with the ear and the bleeding and the blood everywhere. Nobody can be more trusted than Ronnie Jackson, discredited, disbarred, whatever it is when you lose your medical license, quack, pill mill operator and Trump lackey. Ronnie Jackson, congratulations. No word from the hospital or the doctors that saw Mr. Trump, so we can only assume. There he is, Dr. I saw there was some rally he did. This was before the shooting, but he was like, there he is, Ronnie Johnson. Trump was like, got his name wrong. Okay. Anyways. Now, speaking of which, on the show today, in an effort to show unity, now we were surprised to find this out. We were honestly surprised to find this out. But we got a reach out from one of the true, I watched a lot of the Republican convention, and it was, there was a lot of trouble. There's a lot of wackos there and stuff. But one of these guys actually kind of stole the show, kind of warmed our hearts. Probably disagree with this guy quite a bit on things, but it was Governor Jim Justice, and part of his appeal and his charm was he brought out his little dog, sat up on stage with him.
Big dog.
Big dog.
didn't leave it in the
Baby
car.
dog. Name is, no. Baby dog it was. Name, famous. And this dog just, you can't not love this dog. And so Matt got an email from his office and said he'd love to call in. So he's going to call in later hopefully with Baby Dog. I want to say hi to Baby Dog on
Want to
Zoom.
see the clip real quick so people will understand?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Did I set it up too much?
No, that was great.
Matt here.
Bottom line to every single thing that's going on in this great country today is one thing. We become totally unhinged if Donald Trump is not elected in November.
Okay. There he is. There's little Baby Dog.
Big bulldog.
I want to
All right. No, but let's be respectful for when
Wait,
the
they're
governor
going to come
calls in.
unhinged? What's he saying
Yeah, what
here?
does that mean?
That doesn't
Don't worry
sound
about
good.
that part.
Country's gonna be totally
dog.
unhinged.
Focus on that dog. Don't worry about
If those Duke brothers don't get under control. All right. Thanks to Robbie Hoffman for giving me the dark shirt note last night. We're trying something here. It's terry cloth too, so it's just massively absorbing the sweat. Beautifully absorbing it in a lot of ways.
Well, having sweaty pits is fashionable now. You saw my image.
Yeah, Doug told me or showed me some evidence that apparently they're now selling pre-sweat-stained shirts. So that's exciting.
Yeah, and they're $300. This is high fashion stuff. I don't know if Matt want to pull that up.
I'm
But
trying to, was it in the
Well,
thread?
if he doesn't have it prepared, we can
scroll
move
up
on.
in the chat.
Let me do this. Let's go to the Hothead hotline straight away.
Yeah, there's actually, it looked like there's a few bone pickers out there.
That's fine. And listen, if you want to see more bone picking, I'll tell you, this patreon.com/office hours, I'm very active on there. If you want to know my thoughts on the convention or on Biden stepping down and Harris and all this business, we're not going to belabor, we're not going to take too much time today. But I write stuff and then people write back and people are arguing.
It's a great place to be pissed off about guests.
A great place to air your grievances on any particular guest we have on the show.
Bring all your negativity, anything like that.
Just lay it on.
Nobody gives justified guff to Vic, which is, I think, he somehow gets a free pass.
I'm a people pleaser. I'm going to keep you happy.
All right, let's get this bone picker. Christy,
Christy,
you're live on the air. You got a bone to pick?
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
Nice. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi. How can I help you today?
Hi, my name is Chrissy. I'm calling from New York to Newark. New York. I have a bone to pick, not with you guys, but with the music industry. Despite your...
Yes, you have a bone to pick with the
your
music.
massive-
Excuse me. You have
Yeah.
a bone to pick with the music industry et al.
Yeah. Despite your massive commercial success, I look up to all of you guys as heroes of DIY. You really do what you want. You make it from scratch. We all know that these big stadium tours for larger artists have been being canceled due to poor ticket pre-sales. And I've personally experienced this week that it's starting to happen on a DIY scale as well. I had a fire gig locked in for this Saturday in Brooklyn, and we got an email earlier this week that it was under threat of being canceled due to poor pre-sales.
Uh-oh.
What was the gig again?
That's
Can you repeat that?
It's a live music gig in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, you didn't...
I'm not going to call
Gotcha.
out the venue.
Gotcha.
But I curated the bill. It's really eclectic. They kind of just told us if you sell 100 tickets, you'll get paid, but there was no other terms of pre-sale. So it was a surprise. Now I figured we could wait around all week being anxious, trying to throw more content into the Instagram void to get people to buy tickets. But honestly, that's not the reality of ticket sales nowadays. When you buy online, it's an extra few dollars, and we all pay $6 a day to take the subway.
Yeah.
If you walk into the wrong deli, you're gonna accidentally pay $10 more than you thought for a sandwich. Maybe you don't have big money at the end of the week.
Well, you know
We're
what?
also paying cash.
Now would be a great time to promote this show.
Yes.
Is it too late?
I sent out an SOS email. No, it's not. I saved the show with the.
I'm going to save the show. I'm going to keep independent music videos and independent artists thriving in New York City, one of the greatest capital cities, one of the greatest cities. It's a capital of industry, capital of everything. Entertainment, Broadway, everything.
You got to take action.
Take action.
So I didn't want us to wait around in anxiety all week that the show might be canceled. So I sent out an SOS to see if anyone else wanted to host the show with fairer terms and trust that all of these amazing artists are going to pull out a crowd. So the show is at Baby's All Right on Saturday. Baby's All Right did an amazing job in being generous and opening their doors for us. So if you're in Brooklyn or New York City on Saturday, come to our show. If you're a work from homer and you don't spend that $6 a day taking the subway, you can pre-order your tickets online.
I'll tell you what. Let's do this.
This
I
is
don't
not
care.
a bone pick. This is a shameless plug.
I don't care. I don't care if you're in Juneau, Alaska. Get online and pre-order tickets. Just to keep the show going.
What's the show and who are the band? Who are the acts?
Yeah. I'll summarize shortly. Our opener is Emmanuel and the Unlimited Consciousness. They are a solo act. They play on the flute and do auto-tune and pedals and really distorted.
I will be not promoting any auto-tune.
Sounds like a short summary.
All right, listen.
Who's the headliner?
Lolly Rock's punk. I'm
Little Hag.
psychedelic
Little
rock,
Hag,
and
right?
Matt,
our
we're gonna
headliner,
put all the
Little
information.
Hag
Thank
is our
you.
headliner.
Little Hag. Go see Little Hag.
Yeah.
Baby's
We're going to
All
go
Right.
put all that information in the chat. Get on Office Hours Community, assemble and save, because I think top of my priority list for this country is saving independent avant-garde rock in the city of Brooklyn. Because if we don't have that, what do we have? We don't have a country.
Pavement wouldn't exist.
We don't have a country anymore without this. No, that's a good point.
At least my little world.
And this crack
And
staff
you guys
is
are
finally.
champions of DIY.
Alicia, do we have any? Thank you very much for your call. We'll do what we can.
Thank you.
Doug, was it?
We take all bone picks. It doesn't even have to be about us.
Weren't they having you live stream some shows or something like that? Wasn't there something like that? Setting up a computer and you could live stream your show. Weren't you talking about? Yeah. Weren't you telling me about that? You're having a gig and then one of the options is
this a
At
side
Dynasty
conversation?
Typewriter,
Oh, okay.
you could have an online option.
Of course.
See that? And then they
certain
can.
other venues are doing that now.
But then
too.
other people can watch it from
People
wherever they are in
worldwide
the
can
world.
enjoy them.
There we go.
But we want a thick crowd in that. We
True,
want
you
people
want both.
gathering.
But what if you're not?
Alicia, do we have any breaking news? Can you report on any breaking news? Anything major happen?
There's currently no breaking news.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Not yet? All right. You want to see these sweaty shirts?
They should have a,
Yeah.
when you watch online, they should have a a room, or this could be a City of the Day sponsor, but like some way that you put on goggles and it feels like you're in the pit. You know, like some bumpers that you could go against. You know.
Let's turn to the. This is the shirt with
it.
Yeah. I'm actually not getting you in my headphones.
You don't have a headphone on.
I've never been in a pit. I've never done it. So,
dude,
that might be the way to go for me.
I was in the pit at the Mudhoney concert.
Oh my God.
It was fun. And the Circle Jerks concert.
Now, do we want to take a Zoomer? Should we turn to the Zoom room? Is there anyone there that wants to engage?
Yeah, let's lighten things up with Mandrew's got a joke for us, I think.
We love jokes.
Good morning, guys. How are we doing today?
Pretty good. Nice. Thank you for. Let's get a full crotch shot there.
Yep, it's all part
Spread
of
those
the routine.
boys.
All right.
Spread those boys out.
I just wanted to know if you guys could ever relate to this. So you're going through the drive-thru, you order your stuff, you pull up to the window, and they go, "Hey, that'll be $11.60 or whatever," and then you're trying to.
I don't know if I'm going that far.
Has that ever happened to you guys?
Sure. Yeah, I can relate to that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one because it's always a little embarrassing, but it's tough to get that thing out.
The trick is what I do is you get it out before you even stop, before you even think about it. You just always have your wallet on the car seat next to you, and you're good to go.
I always forget to the last minute, but I'll keep that in mind for next time.
I think another rule of thumb is generally try to cut down your drive-through experiences. You know, that could be something you do on a much less regular basis.
What you could
I just go hitchhiking as a rule of thumb.
Cool. That's all I have for you guys. That's my that's my content for the day. I hope
all the food and drink at home if you wanted to.
Great. Here's my joke of the day. You want to hear my joke of the day?
I like this caller. Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently it's been very hot here and everywhere in this country. Apparently it's so hot that the actor Leonardo DiCaprio is trying to actually date the weather.
Is it still hot out there?
Do you guys want to hear one more? It's really quick.
Yeah, I'm a fan of yours. Of
course. Okay.
Oh, Wes is coming in.
Are you guys familiar with Maria Menounos?
Maria Menounos, that rings a bell.
From
what?
What show is she? She's like a host.
She's like a host
E
on
Entertainment
like
or something.
or Holly. Yeah. All right. What did I was at a movie and this just came to me. What did Maria Menounos?
We got the back. Luckily, we got the backstory to the joke. We got the.
What did Maria Menounos' Italian stepbrother say at the rhinoplasty office?
Let me think here.
What did Maria Menounos' stepbrother?
Italian stepbrother?
Italian stereotype stepbrother.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't.
I tuned out through half the joke.
At the rhinoplasty nose.
I need a Menounos.
I need a
Menounos. I need a Menounos.
I need a Menounos.
There you have it.
Good stuff. Thanks, Mandrews.
So Matt, we could do one of two things. We could. I think I want to lead with this because we'll get to the city of the day in a moment, but we're not going to talk too much politics. But the RNC was filled with a lot of gold for us, and one of them, a lot of people shouted out to us and reached out, asking. It's been a while since we've done this segment.
Yeah, I can see that.
There was a tremendous amount of lick-lipping from one of the speakers, and we used to do this quite a bit with Ronnie Wood and other people. But Dana White, who is the president of the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, here he is fighting with his wife. This is the kind of character that Trump puts
Trigger
up on
warning on this one.
Yeah, this is fucked up.
Oh.
He's smacking his wife around.
Bad
Not
guy.
a good guy. Seems like a bad guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Definitely.
No one stepped up to stop him, or
Definitely Trump's kind of guy, I guess.
quality human.
Well, maybe she didn't get him his drink he wanted.
Easy. Anyways, this is like a world champions, ultimate lick-lipping federation stuff. This is more lick. Vic had a real hard time with this because there was just
There's too many. I couldn't even get them all in.
The
So there's
overwhelming
not as
amount.
many as I was
It
hoping
broke.
to.
It
but-
nearly fried his new computer.
It started smoking. So.
All right, so let's take a look at. Do we have the lick lip song?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
We were doing so much lipping at some point in the history of the show that there was a theme song.
Yeah, Graham Hunt made this song. Great tune.
Yeah, let's take a look at.
You don't need more than that. All right, check out Dana.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dana White. I am the CEO and president of the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Yeah, we know.
So 2 weeks ago, I got a call from President Trump asking me if I'd be willing to speak tonight. As usual, there was no pressure, no demands. He asked me as a friend, and of course I said yes. Then, after I accepted his offer, he sent me a text message, and I just want to read to you a little piece of what President Trump wrote to me. Dana, I'm so honored that you will be doing the introduction at the National Republican Convention. Think of it as the biggest fight you ever had, a fight for our country and even the world. I only wish you didn't have to interrupt your family trip, but I hope they understand they love you and they know how important this is.
Did you double that? This is real time. You
President
did.
of the United States. He's fighting for the future of this country, and he's concerned about interrupting my family trip. That's the President Trump that I know. A man who truly cares about people.
Yeah.
Rich people and their tax breaks.
And their vacations.
Nobody in the Trump campaign has ever told me what to say. Nobody tells me what to say, and I'm nobody's puppet.
Seems a little insecure. Oh, that guy's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Oh wait, I thought that was a woman behind him.
No. What is going on?
That's the biggest man bun they've ever seen.
Is that
I think they're
dreadlocks? or what's
dreadlocks
going on?
in a bun or like pulled up like a ponytail.
Insisted upon by the floor chairman there. Saying, sorry,
you gotta pick
I need you to bun that up, buddy. Get you a hairnet.
Cameraman couldn't wait to cut to this guy.
Anything else?
That's all.
That's nice work. Thank you, Vic, for putting the effort in there. All right, let's do the city of the day. Stay on schedule, beautifully on schedule. All right, the city of the day is sponsored by Umbilians, umbilical cord reattachment for success. Did you know that your belly button isn't a dormant port? Just because the doctor sealed it off when you were born doesn't mean that it can't be used again. This is a secret that tens of billionaires don't want you to know about. Introducing Umbilians, the umbilical cord reattachment system that allows you to get all the nutrients you need without eating. It's easy. Strap on the nectar bag. Strap on the nectar bag and a hose will... Nectar is a very funny word there. And a hose will deliver all your nutrients through your belly button. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner take up a full 25% of our day, but now you can use that free time to make up to $1 billion. Bezos, Musk, and Zuck do not eat. They use their mouth. I think Musk eats. He looks like he's an eater. Big boy. But I digress.
That's not true.
They use their mouth to make billions, and now you can too with Umbilians. Send $12,040 to P.O. Box Q. Cucumber Corner, Albatross, Alaska for your home navel piercing kit. Hose, liquid feed bag, and a 3-month supply of blueberry belly nectar. Quit being a loser who eats food with mouth and order this fucking system immediately. Now I'm going to shut up so I can hear the wonderful Umbilians music.
Spin that cord in the air if you a billionaire.
Don't use your mouth to eat. Don't use your mouth to drink. All right.
So good, Doug.
I don't know exactly what the nectar's for. What's Why is there so much nectar involved?
It's nectar.
It is nectar. You're right.
It's nectar.
I apologize. All right. What is the city of the day? Who's can help us out? Who's can help us out there?
Tanner York, give it to us.
Hey guys, hello.
Hi.
Hey guys, I'm in Eagle Rock, which I don't think this is a city, but I don't really live here, but this is where I am right now.
Matt, this is a full flop. You said I need the person. Well, okay, fair enough.
I thought he
accept it.
got it.
That's
This
fine,
guy's a
that
regular.
works.
Los Angeles would be the answer. You would say, I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh, yes,
City of the day.
So Los Angeles is the city.
There you
Okay.
go.
Well, there's
what
nothing.
neighborhood
Sorry, y'all.
Are you North Colorado or South?
This is so that's. This
Don't
is Eagle
dox.
Rock.
Don't dox anybody now that you've
Well,
said
I know
where
it's
you
Eagle
are.
Rock, but
Yes, but
what's
I'm
that sound?
at
Is
a
there toilets
different.
flushing behind
I'm
you?
at
What's
a-
going on?
My
Guys,
roommate's
I'm so
playing video
sorry.
games.
Maybe that's the AC.
Those are the Eagles.
Are you going to go see The
crowing
Rock? The Rock is actually really cool. There's two. It looks like an eagle's head.
Yeah, when the shadow
And,
hits it. Just
yeah, and then there's an actual, like, it looks not an actual eagle, but it looks like an eagle.
I
like-
drove past it, but that's about it.
It's cool.
I only drove past it, but it looked really cool.
Okay.
Try climbing. if
Well,
you
it's fun. I don't think we've had loss. We've definitely had loss. I think we should try to make sure, Matt, in the future, that every city of the day is a news city, if possible. I'm sure we've had Los
Now
Angeles.
you're making him feel bad.
Oh wait, I could very well do the city I live in because I'm only visiting here.
Oh,
There
well,
you
that's
go.
a different
Today.
story.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. Scratch everything, basically. Asheville, North Carolina, everybody.
Oh, I'm sure we've had that as a city of the day too. But that's okay, Ash. What is that sound? It's
I'm
driving
going
me
to
crazy.
college there.
He's got real bad stuff.
Yeah, there's some.
We're gonna have to let you go, my friend. All the best. We're having a lot of audio interference coming from your end.
Oh, okay.
We
Sorry.
do love and respect your college of choice.
Thanks, Tanner.
I do want to jump in quickly and say, invite the great Kevin Morby, known here as Future Boy Doc. If we would get Kevin Morby on screen.
Boy Doc. Oh yeah,
Smells good.
Yeah, and then I think Jim is ready.
Yes, we'll go to Jim Justice. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to Jim Justice in a moment.
Future Boy Doc.
Hey,
I mean,
I
Kevin.
didn't have my hand raised.
Hi, Kevin. Just want to. Oh shit! I'm supposed to not comment
get
on people's
pounded?
appearances.
That's Kevin Morby.
That's Kevin Hornby.
He's like a cross
Oh.
between Kevin Morby and Matthew McConaughey, maybe.
Yeah, these are all positive. You feel positive about that, right?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks. Have a great day. We want to get to our big special surprise guest. Again, I'm not endorsing this man's politics or his. I'm sure we disagree on many things, but we did want to show a sign of unity, crossing our hand across the aisle a little bit here, offering a handshake of freedom. But
Hello, everybody.
we got Governor Jim Justice coming in from, where's that, Kentucky?
West Virginia.
West Virginia, of course.
West Virginia, the state of West Virginia. How's everybody doing?
Mr. Justice, how are you, sir? I can't see him. We just have a picture up.
Oh,
on
there.
screen.
Whoa.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there
A
he
little
is.
different.
Oh, my goodness.
Great to see everybody. Glad to allow me to come in office hours and talk to you fellas.
Is that little baby boy in that photo behind you?
Who's that?
Yes, I'm afraid that is a baby dog. Yes.
Afraid? Wait, Governor, what happened? We don't have baby dog with you at the moment?
Well, I know baby dog is a crowd pleaser, and everybody loves her predictions that she makes. But I'm afraid those days are over. We were concerned about baby dog's health. People commented that she might be a little overweight, and turns out with the use of Ozempic, baby dog has deceased.
Whoa. Whoa.
Governor.
What?
Governor.
Yes.
Were you advised by your veterinarian to use Ozempic on your dog? This seems...
No, I sort of self-tested it, and
I was going to remark, you look fantastic. I mean, you still look like you have
I've lost some weight myself. I've been using the Ozempic has been wonderful for me, but it turns out that 75 cc's is the maximum you can put into a English bulldog and keep it alive.
Oh, no. Well, that's terrible, Governor.
Yes.
You do look. Can we show a before and after? Because this was just a week ago that we saw. Or can we see him what he looked like on the convention stage? Because I think that would be even more surprising.
I would like to see side by side. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, the coat's getting a little large on me here. But
yeah, I can see it really in your neck. I mean, you lost a tremendous amount of weight, and I guess a little bit of hair.
Well, I think my hair's held up pretty well.
Right, let's see if we can dissolve back and forth here. Can we
Yeah,
dissolve back
he's
and forth?
dissolving.
They're working on it.
He's got it.
I guess we're not seeing it.
Yeah, you guys.
I'll just hold still while you do that.
It's perfectly aligned. You'll watch it later.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
You guys.
Yeah. Well, they need to show us on our monitor.
Let me just go back to full governor here.
Yes.
Governor, when were you elected to the West Virginia governorship?
Well, you talking about when? Oh, the year?
Yeah, that's right, sir.
Well,
sir, what's your wife's name?
I think her name is Mildred.
Okay, Matt, let's bring up some information on Governor Jim Justice. What were you doing before becoming governor?
Well, I was just hanging around West Virginia.
Wait a minute, is this Phil?
What did he say his wife's name was?
Wait, Doug, look at the look in the eyes. I mean, it's a pretty good dupe, but look at that. Look in the eyes.
Let me see the eyes.
What are you talking about? I am Governor Jim Justice.
Say the name Phil Braun.
Wait, the real governor's got bigger bags. Where'd those bags go?
I don't know who that is. But I'm Governor Jim Justice.
You can drop the act, Phil. I could see you from a mile away. This is this is a scam perpetrated by you onto the Office Hours community. Producer Matt, I don't know how you managed to squeeze through, but as you know full well, you have been banned from the show. And just by putting on a big suit and dyeing your hair doesn't mean you're welcome back. Man. You want to drop the act?
You cannot ban me from being on any show. Freedom of speech. First Amendment rights.
I'm pretty sure we can do whatever we want. This is our show. And so you're admitting, Phil, right now that you are impersonating a sitting governor, which is actually, speaking of laws, illegal.
No, I'm not. I am Governor Jim Justice.
He's turned his camera off. He thinks he can fool us.
Turn your camera on. By act of federal decree, I order you, Governor Phil Braun, to turn your damn camera on.
I don't have to turn it on.
Now, whether you're Governor Justice or not, is the dog dead or not?
The dog is, as far as I know, is alive.
There we go. That's a happy ending to the story here.
I could leave, but I won't go. Running around,
Just to confirm, this is the dog. This dog is still alive.
Oh, that dog.
I can feel a thing from my head down to my toes.
All right, Phil. Phil Braun extended the ban to 350 episodes.
That's all.
See you
Turning me
on episode 656.
Any comment?
We scared him off.
He went hiding. He's in hiding.
We also have a lot of dogs, and they're great dogs, and we cherish them.
All right, let's take a hothead Hotliner. Shame on Phil.
Let's check in on the hotline here. Neil.
Neil Young calling in
like
from
a
the
rant.
road.
Neil, you're live on the air. You got a rant for us?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I wanted to know what you guys think about the thumbs up emoji. I've been recently seeing somebody, and they told me that it's passive aggressive, and it doesn't mean that you like something when you reply to something with the thumbs up emoji.
That's
What
interesting.
do you guys think?
I think that tells a lot about the person because their experience is that they got a lot of sarcasm, I would say, in their life.
It depends on the text message because it could be sort of like, okay, it's not really passive aggressive, more like fine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
okay,
if that's
I'll
how it
just
has
do
to be.
All right,
then,
if I have to do this, all right, your way.
I think it can be seen as passive aggressive or sarcastic, but oftentimes it's a confirmation of receipt.
You got to put a smile next to it.
If the message is like I'll be there at 10:30, I get a thumb.
Yeah, but you could do
that.
You could click on the message and give that the little pop-up thumbs up. You know that one that's not an emoji. The one that's like.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's talking about emoji. The yellow finger.
Yeah, my friend, my friend Ellie and I have determined when we're chatting, texting, that she's discovered that my mode of ending a conversation is one of those heart or a thumbs up. That's sort of like, all right, moving. Because sometimes in text messages, like it's an awkward thing. We're like, well, I'm done saying what I have to say, but it's a little too formal to like salutate out.
Yeah, when the heart comes up, it's over.
It's done.
You know what's worse than the thumbs up is when people just say okay.
I have no problem with that.
I don't like that.
What about sure? That's another thing that she told me is that
this
sure
Phil?
doesn't really mean.
Identify yourself. Is this Governor Jim Justice on the phone?
Sure.
No, sorry. Oh, this is Neil.
Neil, where are you calling from?
I'm in Barcelona. So
of course.
It's a long distance call.
Sure.
Hey, are you squirting are you getting squirted by water guns at the restaurants there? Tourists are being.
No, I actually live here now, so I don't have to deal with.
Have you
like, the
seen
tourist
that?
bullshit.
Have you seen the tourists being squirted by tourists?
Only in the news. I haven't
Protesters.
yet physically.
That's not really a thing that happens, right? It happened one time or something.
No, it actually happened. Yeah, it happened like one weekend.
Right, but it's not like this ongoing assault on tourism.
Right. That's right. Yeah,
Fascinating.
It's not.
Here,
it's
speaking
not,
of,
it's not a hellhole of.
Speaking
Sure.
of, and it's your
Of the
biggest,
Tom Terror.
it's your biggest industry. Anyway,
Barcelona.
One thing about the phones that I was complaining about yesterday. You know, when I write OMW on my way, it autocorrects to on my way with a big exclamation point.
Right.
That's built into the
A little
iPhone.
too eager.
I hate that, but it turns
can't
out you
edit
can
it.
turn that off, and I did.
Oh, cool.
You can turn off all or that specific
There's
one.
a setting in there where it's like it auto does like abbreviations to full words. You can program your own.
Ooh.
I'll tell you the best thing Doug did is make his like icon a smiley face. So every time I read a text from Doug, I see it as a happy thing. It's
Yeah,
like,
but the worst thing you did was you turned our group chat into a picture of Newt Gingrich. It's like I see Newt Gingrich
so
like 100
upsetting.
times a day pop up.
My smiley face is kind of like the I'm laughing because there's a problem.
Oh, okay.
You know that one that's
I
like-
didn't read it as that. I read it
Oh,
as,
good,
like,
okay.
as like a happy thing. You're laughing. I don't know.
Let's just check in before we go. We got LOM coming up in a few minutes. Let's check in with the Newswire and see. Alicia, do you have any breaking news coming in?
So there is breaking news. Joe Biden is live right now addressing
Wait,
the
what?
nation.
Oh shit! I thought that was tonight.
Oh wow.
No, there's a live stream right now.
All right, let me see if I can pull it up. What's it on, like CNN
Yeah,
or something?
yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get dinged for this, but maybe we can tap in.
Oh,
and
I think I have it. Yeah.
Let's see. If,
All right,
this
see.
is kind of huge.
Yeah. All right. It looks like
Captain
he.
Carlos should step down from office hours if he doesn't get his shit together.
Oh, here he is.
What I'll do with the piano, I'll have either a piano or a keyboard inside the house this weekend.
What room is this in the White House?
And I'll show the basics of how to play piano chords. This is Barks root beer, root beer, root beer, root beer, root beer.
All right. Well, has he been going on like this for a while, Alicia, or is
And
it?
I like their root beer.
He's not done with his food yet, so.
look
Or macaroni and cheese.
All right. Well, we should let the president
back in
be.
later.
Thank you. Thanks for that. We'll check back in if anything substantial comes up.
Yeah, I'll monitor the situation personally.
Monitor that situation, but this feels like some kind of live stream.
Toast in there. What is that? I've never seen something like that. Toast in
It's like macaroni and cheese with bread in it.
Yeah. The president's hungry.
They say as you get older, your taste buds die.
Does he know he's live? out there to the nation?
I want that to happen now.
Oh, I just got a breaking news from one of these donation places. Breaking: Joe Biden exited the race. When did that happen?
Yeah, he's gonna put some tomatoes and other stuff in his.
Oh. He's got a Tom Willett poster up in the East Room of the White House. Is that the Lincoln bedroom that he's in? Or East. Oh,
that's pretty cool. Biden has 100,000 YouTube followers.
All right.
The old-time comics.
Bunch of good. What do you think of the show so far, Dave?
Digging it.
Digging it. Dave Burba's digging it down there from Phoenix, Arizona. Let's take one more Zoomer before we get to LOM, because the boys are filing in to start tuning up their congas.
I love this car.
Yeah, we have some time still. We'll let them get settled.
Prescription jugs.
iPhone 7. He's a regular. What? Do you have an actual name? iPhone 7.
Chris.
Chris. Why do you? Can we just call you? Why is it iPhone 7?
He's not a tech guy. Leave him alone.
All right, Chris.
Oh, now he went silent.
Whoa.
It kind of locks you in.
Uh-huh. All right.
We lost your audio. Can you give us a check 1, 2, Chris?
Mic check. Mic check. Check.
How can we help you, iPhone 7?
2. Yeah, Tim, I wanted to get your opinion on electronic music, dance music in general, and then a follow-up question: have you ever had? And this is for the whole group. Has anyone ever had a real crazy or wild Euro club or club experience that they can share?
You just because you broke up a little bit.
I think I understand the question.
Can you repeat the question, Doug?
What's your opinion about you, Tim? What's your opinion about electronic music? And have you ever had a club experience or a crazy Euro club experience?
Well, ever since Les Paul wired up and Leo Fender, these guys, they've wired up in what used to be a purely acoustical instrument and connected it to an amplifier using tubes and everything, and the power of Edison's incredible invention of electricity. I've been a fan of electronic music. Obviously, the Wizards at Abbey Road and so many others have contributed to a vast wealth of incredible music. Now, when you have these newer folks like Avicii and these types who are just sliding in loops of audio into a timeline, pressing play, that's not my kind of music. Skrillex.
I think I said this on the show before, but I took Tim and Eric to a DJ Assault concert.
I don't remember that.
It was a long time ago at the Echo, and we were dancing and having fun.
Yes, I'm just there, as the birds might sing, "To everything, turn. There is a season." There's always an appropriate time for certain kinds of music. Remember when that guy went on the top of the Empire State Building during the pandemic and did this DJ set? Or it was like during the Floyd situation. The Floyd.
Oh, George.
Who was
George
that?
Floyd. He was this guy who went out there and did a DJ remix of Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech.
Oh no.
David Guetta.
Yeah.
And it was tribute to George Floyd.
Yeah.
Very
Awkward.
bad.
Not the best. No, we don't need to see this.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so he's not on the Empire State Building, because if he was on the Empire State Building, this shot would be impossible.
Must be Top of the Rock.
So this record is
brought to you by
in
HP.
honor of George Floyd.
George Floyd. Yes, and then he mixes. Let's get to the good stuff where he mixes in a little.
Let it drop.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream.
No, don't dance the "I Have a Dream" speech. There they are. I loved when people back in the day, back in the good old Zoom, back in the good old pandemic days, where you're cutting the people on Zoom, waving out there in the world. Oh, wow. Bad times.
Doesn't look fun.
Hey, well, don't judge all electronic music on David.
I am, and I will. All right, folks. We are going to transition to some actual music. This is actual music, folks. Can you believe it? On Office Hours. We're going to hear from Matt. You have a quick programming announcement regarding our show?
Yes. Our friends on Twitch, I'm sorry to say we will no longer be broadcasting on Twitch after today.
Oh, Jesus.
Come over to YouTube. It's more fun over there.
We're consolidating into one place to find the show. You can find us on YouTube, as you have right now. Or if you're listening to the podcast, I suppose you could be getting this message. But
Patreon. You can watch the embed on
Patreon.com/officeHoursLive. A lot of activity going on there. And without further ado, we'll hear from what's the song we're going to be playing, guys?
San Fernando Rose.
That's right, San Fernando Rose.
Roads.
No, Rose.
Rose?
No, it's San Fernando Roads.
Rose, like the flower.
It's San Fernando Rose, like I said, even though it says roads on the screen.
I heard Rose.
I'm clever enough to have made that decision, and then I was corrected incorrectly. So it's been a mess. But we have LOM in the studio. They're going to play San Fernando Rose, and we'll take a break. We'll all use the facilities, and then we'll talk to LOM for a few moments. We got much more to get to. We've got
I have a game. I have a game.
Your calls and your Zooms and your love and support. LOM, take it away.
Let's go have some fun.
Get the full show. Patrons get the full show. Patrons get the full show. Patrons get the full show. Patrons, they sure do get the entirely full show, don't you know?
You know, there are so many wonderful things out there for you to reach for. I mean, all you gotta do is do it. Hold that stomach in and use those arms. Circle front. Hi, my name is Richard Simmons, and Reach is my very first album. So turn on this music and tighten up that body. Lift it up, put it down, lift it up. Lift it up, put it down, lift it up. And look, it comes with a 20-page booklet, so you get to know how to do the exercises. So what are you waiting for? Reach. Get ready for running and don't feed me lines about all the time. You try to change your life when you sneak downstairs for that one eclair. In the middle of the night. Are you ready to work? Are you ready to make every day count? Are you ready to be the very best you can be? Well, boy, do I have something for you. So, reach for my record or cassette.
Welcome, Richard.
You're so
Richard,
cute.
is that true that
I know
Richard...
there's a key behind you sometimes. I haven't seen it yet, but I know there's like a little key that
You
they
mean
want.
the same key that you have? We are exchanging it? Richard, is that true that your name was Milton?
Yeah, I was baptized Milton Teagle Simmons, and I lived with that name for about 11 years.
I thought you were Jewish.
Well, that's your second question.
I see.
I'm going to the first question now.
All right. No, it doesn't go like that with me. Now.
No, I am
Milton?
Jewish, but I didn't find out I was Jewish until I was 19.
Okay.
I was raised Catholic in New Orleans because my mother, who was Jewish, wanted to go into show business to be a Follies girl, and when she left to become a Follies girl, they disowned her. So she kind of pulled back on her religious feelings, and she married a Catholic. And then I was raised Catholic because in New Orleans, there's really only like 2 Jewish people,
Okay,
and they
back
own
to
New
Milton.
Orleans. What?
And why didn't you like Milton? I like Milton.
I thought it was really serious. I thought Milton Teagle Simmons was serious. So I sat my parents down in a living room similar to this one.
When you were 10 years old?
11 years old.
11, yeah.
And I sat down and said, I can't live with this name, you know, and I don't like it.
You made
and
a sad face?
No, I was just, I have a very good relationship with my family. They taught me that I could be open with them and, you know, that I could just be who I was.
So you said, I don't like my name.
Don't like it.
And?
And I wanted to change it. So I gave them a bunch of names that I really liked.
And?
Well, they didn't like Diana Ross Simmons. You know?
But did you come up with it, Richard?
I came up with Richard.
And now you love it.
Well, then they called me Dickie, so I don't even, what was worse, Milton or Dickie? So no, I like Richard. I feel like a Richard. I've had Richard now since I'm 11 years old, so I kind of like it.
I like the name Richard. Is it true that you wanted to be a priest?
I was in the seminary for a year and 9 months. The food was terrible. Those nuns do great flower arrangements, but they're not good with food. I left because I felt that my pulpit could be bigger, I guess. You know, I was
television in the whole world.
I liked it because I also like what they wear. Because, you know, when you enter the seminary and you're over 200 pounds, those things look great on you. I mean, you know, you can eat your way and never get a new cassock. You know what I'm saying? But, no, I just felt that I could help God and help the world by doing what I really wanted to do. And
which you are doing. All right, you are involved in 250 new things.
Just like you.
But
we follow each other on the road. I go to a college, Dr. Ruth was just here. Yeah.
They do. They tell me that Richard was here. Now, let me ask you something. You are close to your mother. You just said you have a
She's
relationship.
in prison right now, but I am very close to her. Well, she was caught shoplifting. I don't want to talk about it. It was a sad... No, my mother...
Richard, I take these things very seriously. God forbid.
No, she's very close to my mother.